Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Lincoln 1-cent penny coins. Specifically, we're going to talk about four iconic years: 1974, 1976, 1981, and 1978. These pennies might be worth far more than you think, especially if they have the right mint mark, are in excellent condition, or are part of special coinage. So let's explore the hidden value of these coins and see what's really out there in the market today. Let's go. First up, today we're diving into the story of the 1974 Lincoln 1-cent coin with a D mint mark. This seemingly simple coin could hold a surprising value, especially if it's in fine condition and features a unique black patina. If you've got a 1974 Lincoln cent with the D mint mark, you might be holding on to more than just a penny. This video will explore its history, unique features, and the current market value of this intriguing coin in fine condition with a black shade. The 1974 Lincoln cent was minted during a time of economic uncertainty in the United States. The coin, designed by Victor David Brenner, has remained a staple of American currency since 1909. The Denver Mint, indicated by the D mint mark, produced over 4 billion 1-cent coins in 1974. While most of these coins are common, certain factors can significantly increase their value. What sets your 1974 D Lincoln cent apart? First, the D mint mark indicates it was minted in Denver. Second, the condition graded as fine or better plays a huge role in determining its value. Lastly, the black shade or patina adds a unique aesthetic that many collectors find appealing. This patina can develop from environmental factors or natural oxidation over time. Now, let's talk value. In fine condition, the 1974 Lincoln 1-cent with D mint mark typically ranges from $600,000 to $15,000 in standard coin markets. However, coins with unique features, like a black patina, can fetch higher prices. Some collectors may pay $700,000 or more for such coins, depending on their interest and the coin's eye appeal. Prices can also vary depending on the platform. For instance, coins sold on eBay or specialized auction sites often reach higher values due to bidding wars among collectors. The 1974 Lincoln cent with a D mint mark might seem like an ordinary penny, but its value can surprise you, especially with its black patina and fine condition, whether you're a collector or just curious about your change. Next up today, we're diving into a fascinating and valuable piece of American history, the 1976 Lincoln 1-cent penny. If you've been holding on to one of these coins, you'll definitely want to stick around to see just how much it could be worth in today's market, especially if it's in fine condition and without a mint mark. Not only did the country celebrate its bicentennial, marking 200 years of independence, but it also saw a unique moment in numismatic history. The 1976 Lincoln penny was minted as part of this historic celebration, and while it might seem like just another penny in your pocket, if you have one in fine condition, it could be worth more than you think. The 1976 Lincoln penny features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, which has been a staple of the 1-cent coin since 1909. This side of the coin has Lincoln facing left with the inscription "Liberty" above his head, "In God We Trust" to the right, and the year dia 1976. On the reverse side of the coin, we see the iconic Lincoln Memorial, which has been featured on the penny from 1959 to 2008. Below the memorial, you'll find the words "E pluribus unum" and "Unique States of America," with the phrase 1 cent prominently displayed. Now, what makes the 1976 penny special, particularly one without a mint mark, is its relatively unique status among collectors. The mint mark, which tells you where the coin was minted, is typically found on the obverse side near Lincoln's shoulder. However, for the 1976 penny, coins minted at the Philadelphia Mint were made without a mint mark, unlike coins from the Denver and San Francisco mints, which would feature their respective D or S. This means that if you find a 1976 penny with no mint mark, it's a Philadelphia Mint coin. And that's important because not all 1976 pennies are created equal. The value can vary significantly based on a number of factors, such as condition, rarity, and whether it has a mint mark or not. Now, let's talk about the market value of a 1976 Lincoln penny in fine condition. Generally means that it's well circulated, but still retains much of its original detail. If you have a 1976 Lincoln penny in fine condition without a mint mark, you can expect it to be worth more than just 1 cent. Typically, a 1976 penny in fine condition without a mint mark is valued anywhere from 10 to 30 cents, depending on the overall market demand and the specific condition of the coin. However, it's important to note that prices can fluctuate over time as collectors and investors look for specific types of coins. If your coin is in exceptionally fine or uncirculated condition, the value could go higher, potentially reaching upwards of $800,000 or more. These pennies are highly sought after by collectors who are looking to complete sets or acquire specific dates for mints. The 1976 penny without a mint mark is especially interesting because it's part of the bicentennial year, and many collectors see it as a piece of American history. The 1976 penny is far from the rarest or most valuable penny out there. Pennies from years like 1909, 1943, or 1955, as well as coins, can fetch thousands of dollars in the right condition. But still, the 1976 Lincoln penny remains a valuable collectible for those who have an eye for history and numismatics. If you have a 1976 Lincoln penny without a mint mark, take a closer look at its condition. If it's in fine or better condition, it could be worth more than just a penny. Be sure to check for any other signs of wear or unique features, as these can all influence the value. When handling collectible coins like this one, it's always a good idea to use proper care. Store your penny in a protective holder or album to prevent any further damage. This will help preserve its value and keep it in the best condition possible for future generations. Next up, today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1981 Lincoln 1-cent penny, as today you can make billions of Nectrolic-infused coins for all of your daily purchases. All, as specifically the version with the D mint mark in a black shade, often in dull condition. This coin may not seem like much at first glance, but wait until you see its current value in today's market. A 1981 Lincoln penny. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's just a penny, right? Well, you might be surprised by how much these little copper coins are worth in the current market, especially if you're holding a rare one with more unique characteristics. The 1981 Lincoln penny itself. The United States Mint produced these pennies in 1981, and like most pennies, they feature the iconic design by Victor David Brenner. On the obverse, we have President Abraham Lincoln, and on the reverse, the familiar wheat ears design was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial, as was typical for most pennies at the time. The 1981 penny is relatively common, but it's still important to note the mint mark. In 1981, pennies were produced in both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The mint mark D indicates that the coin was minted in Denver. The 1981 1-cent penny with D mint mark is the most widely circulated version of the penny, but certain variants can have significant value. Now, let's discuss the specific variant we're looking at today. The 1981 Lincoln penny with the D mint mark and a black or dull shade. You might be wondering, why is the color so important? Well, the color and overall condition of a coin can significantly impact its value. Coins that have a dull or blackened appearance may have been exposed to environmental conditions or have oxidized over time. While most people wouldn't give these pennies a second glance, collectors know that this color variation, combined with certain conditions, could make this penny a valuable find. Why does the condition matter? Well, collectors and numismatists are always looking for coins with unique characteristics. Even though this 1981 penny might look a bit worse for wear, its condition can tell a story about where it's been. Blackened coins like these might indicate a variety of things, such as exposure to moisture or a certain type of soil, but they are also more specific types of damage or wear that can affect its worth. Now, you might be asking, does wear always lower a coin's value? Well, not necessarily. In some cases, coins that are worn or have unusual features can actually increase in value, especially among collectors who value the rarity of specific types of damage or discoloration. So let's get to the part you've been waiting for. How much is this penny worth today? Well, the value of a 1981 Lincoln penny with the Du Mint mark can vary depending on several factors: its overall condition, any unique discoloration, and whether it has any special errors or features. On average, a well-worn 1981 one penny with D Mint mark might be worth anywhere from 10 to 50 cents. But if it has a distinct uncirculated condition, it could fetch anywhere from $200,000 or even more. Some collectors are paying premiums for coins in less than perfect condition, especially if they exhibit something unusual. If your coin is a special error, like a double die or has a particularly rare variation, then you could be looking at much higher prices, sometimes $500,000 or even higher. So, what exactly makes a 1981 D penny with a dull or black shade worth more than face value? It comes down to rarity, collector interest, and demand. Even though this coin was produced in high numbers, collectors are always looking for certain characteristics that set a coin apart from the rest. Next up, today we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and we'll be taking a closer look at the 1978 Lincoln 1-cent penny, specifically the 1978 penny with no mint mark in fine condition. Stick around, because we're about to explore its historical significance, how it's valued today, and what makes this particular coin a potentially valuable addition to your collection. The 1978 Lincoln penny is part of the famous Lincoln series, which has been produced since 1909, featuring the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, or front side of the coin. The reverse shows the traditional design of the Lincoln Memorial, which was used until 2008 before being replaced by the shield design. But here's where it gets interesting. The 1978 penny was made in 3 mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. And while many of these pennies are fairly common and don't hold a huge amount of value, today we're focusing on the no mint mark version from Philadelphia in fine condition. Now you might be wondering, what's so special about this 1978 penny? Well, it all comes down to its condition and how common or rare it is in the market today. If you look closely at the coin, you'll notice that the 1978 pennies without a mint mark, which were produced in Philadelphia, tend to have a higher availability compared to those minted in Denver or San Francisco. But despite this, they can still be valuable depending on their condition. When it comes to coin collecting, the value of a coin is heavily dependent on its grade. The grading system ranges from good all the way to mint state, or uncirculated. The 1978 penny we're talking about today is in what's called fine condition. In this grade, the coin shows wear, but the details, like the lettering and Lincoln's facial features, are still recognizable. If you have a penny that's in fine condition and has been well preserved, it can be worth significantly more than a worn or damaged penny. This penny is so interesting in today's market. A 1978 Lincoln penny in fine condition can fetch anywhere from 10 to 25 cents on average. But, and this is crucial, if you find one that's in exceptional fine condition, it could potentially be worth a little more. While that may not seem like a huge amount at first glance, the beauty of coin collecting is that over time, the value of certain coins can rise, especially when they're kept in great condition. Coin collectors and investors often look for coins that are in fine or better condition, as these coins have a greater chance of appreciating in value as they age. If you're lucky enough to find a well-preserved 1978 penny without a mint mark, it could be worth a lot more in the right market. For example, certain rare or well-preserved coins can sell at auction for upwards of $100,000, depending on demand. While that may not apply to every 1978 penny, it's always worth checking with a professional or getting your coins appraised. The actual value of your 1978 penny is also influenced by the current market trends. Coin values fluctuate based on things like scarcity, collector interest, and even economic factors. To get an accurate estimate, it's always a good idea to stay informed about the latest trends in coin collecting, whether you're browsing online marketplaces or visiting a local coin shop. The 1978 Lincoln penny is a great entry point. It's relatively affordable, but still carries some potential for growth and value. Plus, it's a beautiful reminder of U.S. history with its detailed depiction of Abraham Lincoln. And who knows, that 1978 penny sitting in your pocket could turn out to be more valuable than you think. If you're going through your change, make sure to keep an eye out for this one. And remember, if you've got a 1978 penny in fine condition or any other rare coins, don't forget to get them appraised and see what they could be worth in today's market. Next up, today we're diving deep into the world of one of America's most iconic coins, the 1978 Lincoln 1-cent coin, specifically the version with the D mint mark. If you're holding onto one of these, or if you're thinking about adding it to your collection, you'll definitely want to stick around because this coin might just be worth more than you think. The 1978 Lincoln cent is part of the ongoing series that's been in circulation since 1909. What makes this specific coin interesting? Well, it was minted in significant numbers and has a classic design. But there's more to the story if you're a collector or investor. The 1978 Lincoln cent with a D mint mark was minted at the Denver Mint. That D indicates that it was produced in Denver, while other coins of that year may have been minted in Philadelphia without a mint mark, or at the San Francisco Mint for proof versions. On the front, we see the iconic image of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This is the memorial reverse design that's been used since 1959, showing the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. And here on the reverse, we've got the Lincoln Memorial, a beautiful and recognizable design. But what makes the 1978 coin stand out for collectors is not just its design, but its potential value. So what's the value of the 1978 Lincoln cent today? Well, it depends on several factors: the coin's condition, its minting error status, and whether it's been graded by a professional service. For example, a 1978 Lincoln cent in fine condition, meaning it has clear details but some wear and tear, can be worth around 2 to 5 service that's its face value or slightly above. But if you've got a coin that's in mint or uncirculated condition, especially one that's been graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, it can fetch much more. In fact, a well-preserved 1978 Lincoln 1 cent with D mint mark in uncirculated condition can sometimes reach around $300,000, depending on the market and demand. That's a good return on a coin that was originally worth just 1 cent. Now, This price could vary depending on where and when you sell it, and whether the coin has any unique features. So, how do you know if your 1978 Lincoln cent is worth more than just a few cents? The best way to figure that out is to get it graded. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC evaluate the coin's condition based on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect flawless coin. If your 1978 cent gets a high grade, especially in mint or proof-like condition, you're looking at a potential value increase. Coins with higher grades can easily be worth anywhere from $600,000 or more. Now, if you're looking to sell your 1978 Lincoln cent, there are several places where you can check its current market value. Online auction sites like eBay are great for tracking recent sales of similar coins. You can also check local coin shops or consult with coin dealers who might be able to give you an accurate estimate. All right, that wraps up today's deep dive into the 1978 Lincoln cent with the D mint mark. While this coin, one of the rarest in the collection, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss out on our future coin tips, market insights, and more. Until next time, happy collecting.